Political discussion. When October 6th is approaching, today is 30th of September. October 6th is merely 6 days from now, and 6th October to 15th of the October, the name of Nobel Peace Award that will be declared by the Norwegian Nobel Award Committee, and it will be declared between 6th of the October and 15th of the October. And now the trial or the kind of the run for the Nobel Peace Award from the Donald Trump side, it is accelerating day by day. Day by day accelerating means he has to do something now to control the. He has all the feathers in his cap only. Seven war that he has closed. Seven war he has ended. So because of that, now he is thinking about the Nobel Peace Prize. But only thing that is lagging is the Gaza Strip, people's starvation out there, an attack on the Gaza Strip. Gaza City, right now the current progress is Gaza City is being captured now. The Israeli forces, they are more or less they are capturing the Gaza Strip. So Gaza Strip will not belong to the people of the Palestine Gaza City. So they are now encroaching Gaza City. So people are forced to run away from the Gaza City. The actual plan is like Gaza City encroachment will happen for the full Gaza Strip, and everyone will be chased out. Whatever Israel is doing in Gaza Strip, whatever Donald Trump is making Israel do in Gaza Strip, that is going as one by Nobel Prize. One by Nobel Prize means more you proceed in the, or I say, Nobel Prize, Peace Prize is equal to one by Gaza Strip. More you proceed in Gaza Strip, creating trouble to the people, more you are going away from the Nobel Peace Prize. So Donald Trump is in a hurry now. 6th October is the day. From then to 15th of the October, any day, the name of the Nobel Peace awardee will be declared. Okay, I don't think a French president, honorable president of France, he is in run, but who knows? His name may be declared Mr. Emmanuel Macron. Anyway, whatever Emmanuel Macron has done, probably Donald Trump would have got the Nobel Peace Prize. But the way Emmanuel Macron, the way he has surfaced out of the way, first he brought resolution into United Nations Security Council. First he brought resolution there to sanction on the Israel, but it was vetoed by the Donald Trump. Then he brought resolution into United Nations General Assembly. He did not leave any stone unturned when Palestine as a separate country has to be declared. And that has become a bottleneck for the Donald Trump. Now world focus is on Palestine now, and people are seeing that Emmanuel Macron has done much more than Donald Trump as far as world peace is concerned. Emmanuel Macron himself, he has commented out on Donald Trump that he has to think about ending the Gaza Strip. Then only he will get Nobel Peace Prize. Now Donald Trump is understanding that solving Gaza Strip problem is required. We'll talk about it. It is required now. And then more or less, Israel Prime Minister Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu, he is in United States White House, and then he has received an ultimatum from Donald Trump to close the war within 72 hours. First it was 48 hours, now it is 72 hours. Within 72 hours, 20 point or 21 point agenda. Steve Witkoff, the special envoy of Donald Trump into the Middle East. Now he is showing these 21 agenda now to the Hamas fighter and the Israeli government. What are the primary into this agenda? War has to end in 72 hours. Everyone is understanding what's going on. Why Donald Trump, when they were in continuous, they were progressing to capture full Gaza Strip so that people would run away and they would destroy everything and to make a rivalry out there. All of a sudden, Donald Trump is talking about 72-hour permanent closure of the war, not 72-hour temporary ceasefire. Temporary say 72 hours. Temporary ceasefire should happen. That is not the plan. Permanent closure of the war within 72 hours, so that Nobel Peace Award Committee will get 3-4 days time to decide upon it because war is over. Now all the charge sheet, all the table, all the entry in the Nobel Peace Award for the Donald Trump, all will get tick mark now. Everything is done, so he should receive the Nobel Award anyway. Now the when Donald Trump is now acting upon closing the war, why he is acting upon closing of the war? Because his heart is melting now somehow immediately. Okay, immediately his heart is melting now. Looking at the plight on the people of the Palestine in Gaza Strip, all of a sudden humanity has risen. All of a sudden, till now, it was something like miss the condition of Gaza Strip is not like that there was a earthquake and everything fell and no one is thinking about them. Till now they were destroying city by city, town by town in the Gaza Strip, and all of a sudden the love for the hungry people have risen in the Donald Trump's heart, and within 72 hours Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu has to close the war. Now when Donald Trump has raised this concern, his concern about closing the war, then flood of messages are now driven to the flood of messages on the X or Twitter are are being pumped out in favor of Donald Trump. Flood of messages. Among those messages, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, he has congratulated Mr. Donald Trump and he has urged that indeed it should be over as soon as possible. Mr. Keir Starmer, Honorable Prime Minister of United Kingdom, he has also he has also expressed his wish that Donald Trump can do it. Only he can do it. Yes, indirectly, all are saying when he is behind the killing of people, then he can only do it. Anyway, now I mean any some minister in Germany, he had also expressed his hope that things would be all right now when Donald Trump has intervened. Among all the tweets, there is one more tweet that is remarkable is from Indian Prime Minister. Indian Prime Minister has also talked about that Donald Trump is doing a good job and for the permanent stability in the Middle East region, this is required and Donald Trump can only solve the problem. So congratulations to Donald Trump and whatever he is saying, doing to the Palestinian people in Gaza Strip, then that will anyway. So that will get solved quick. Indian Prime Minister has today. First, we will see what are the main points in the Donald Trump table of content. What are the main points that he wants to solve? Hamas fighter they have to surrender. They have to put their arms. Disarmament of the Hamas fighter. Hamas fighter right now they have rejected that they will not surrender their arms. So that is the first thing. Okay, what is the second? First thing is that Hamas fighters they have to put down their arms. Okay, what are the other items that Donald Trump has in his plate? Okay, and then kind of this the military of the Israel. The military of the Israel would go back. Second item. Third item is that all of the hostages that are being captured by the Hamas fighter. Hamas fighter right now, they have 40 hostages. 20 are alive and 20 are dead. And in Israel captivity, 1,700 Palestinian hostages are there in Israel captivity. So within 72 hours, they have to release every hostages now. This is what the Donald Trump is saying. What else? Donald Trump is talking about peacekeeping forces, international peacekeeping forces. International forces from the Middle East, they will be placed inside the Gaza Strip, and they will take care of the Gaza Strip. Okay, this is what is the next plan is under the plan. What is the fourth one? Fourth one is reconstruction of the Gaza city. Gaza city has completely been destroyed by the Israeli forces. Reconstruction. Okay, it is as good as that Donald Trump is trying to rejuvenate, trying to reconfigure the Gaza Strip for the Gaza people. This is what he is saying. We will talk about it. People are understanding, and it is not what Emmanuel Macron wants. Exactly. Emmanuel Macron wants Palestine to be separate country at all. leave give this West Bank and Gaza Strip to them as a Palestine as a country, and then forget it, leave them. They will do whatever they want. No external hindrance is required anyway. We'll talk about Indian point of view. Indian Prime Minister hesitantly he is now writing to the Donald Trump that whatever you are doing for good. Condition of Indian Prime Minister is going worse to worse. The condition of Palestinian people in Gaza Strip, their conditions are going day by day worse because of the hungerness, because of the starvation. Indian Prime Minister is also starving now. If people they do not know, then I must disclose this. Indian Prime Minister is starving since the Donald Trump has declared 50% tariff on India. It is more or less 2 months now when Donald Trump had declared first time that India will be charged 25%, 25%. Since then, Indian Prime Minister is starving. The key idea was that Indian Prime Minister would go there and he will have one-on-one talk with Indian American President. Then news surfaced that Indian Foreign Minister would go there and he will have one-on-one discussion with Mr. Donald Trump. Then news surfaced that Indian Prime Minister would visit there in United Nations General Assembly. But the way Donald Trump pulled the leg of India, Indian Prime Minister has no face to go out there. He had to be invited. Rather than inviting Indian Prime Minister over there, American President invited Bangladesh interim Prime Minister and Pakistani Prime Minister, Pakistani Deputy Prime Minister, Pakistani Army Chiefs. All went to United States. All except Indian Prime Minister. Okay, India retaliated. India retaliated in a manner that it voted in the favor of a resolution brought up by the France, and it voted in favor of Palestine. But anyway, and then it retaliated that Indian ambassador, Mr. Parvat Nani, okay, I forward the full Harish, Mr. Parvat Nani Harish, Indian foreign officer, I believe, ambassador into United Nations, he would represent India. But anyway, after that, Indian foreign minister, he went to United Nations General Assembly 80th session and he represented India. The idea was that he would discuss with Donald Trump one on one. Donald Trump, he did not bother to meet Indian foreign minister. Rather than he met with the Pakistani army chief. Now tell me, who is more important in front of United States? Pakistan has $7 billion as the trade with America. $7 billion in 1 year. Where India has more than $500 billion trade with America. 507 billion. Instead, Donald Trump invited Pakistani people to United Nations General Assembly, and there he met with Pakistan, Egypt, Turkey, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia. I believe, I believe this much only. These head of the state, Mr. Donald Trump met out there in the United Nations General Assembly in New York. Then he invited Pakistani representative to come to White House, and there they had a long discussion. Yesterday, Monday, they had a joint conference, Pakistani counterpart and Donald Trump, where Pakistani counterpart they have showed rare earth metal to the Donald Trump, rare earth metal that Donald Trump, America is importing from the China. Pakistani also have same rare earth metal in Pakistan. They brought a briefcase in that they had separate rare earth metal. They showcased to the Donald Trump. Now American company they would invest $500 million in searching of the or in the extract in the doing research or more on the rare earth metal. Anyway, they had joint conference and Donald Trump has praised a lot to the Pakistani representative, a lot. But still, the name of Indian Prime Minister, once when Indian Foreign Minister went to United States, attending the United Nations General Assembly, at that time, Donald Trump, at that time, the Indian Foreign Minister, he had expressed his wish to the Marco Rubio out there, the Secretary for the State, that Indian Prime Minister want to have trade deal, a trade discussion with Donald Trump. He has pressed on it. And Donald Trump has said that he is going to invite Indian Prime Minister soon. But when? That is the question that is arising. Now, in United Nations General Assembly session is over. Everyone has left out there. Now Pakistani representative, they would be leaving from there. Everything has done. But date for the Indian Prime Minister meeting Donald Trump is not disclosed. Is still. Now Indian Prime Minister had made a pin. This is called pinning. Like if I am sitting and I'm not looking at some other person who is waiting for me, he will press a pin here that I am here. Indian Prime Minister has pinned Mr. Donald Trump that boss, I am here. I am waiting for you. I am waiting for you for months that you would invite me to have a trade deal. 50% tariff would not work now. We must should have a trade deal. 19% trade deal America has already done with Pakistan. Then rare earth metal America would purchase from Pakistan, and then American company would search for the gasoline, means for the petrol crude oil in Pakistan. So many things America is doing for the Pakistan. But no discussion is going on for the Indian Prime Minister. And whenever Indian Prime Minister he moves his head toward America, whenever he moves, he has two head. One is vocal for the local, and another head is vocal for the America. Means both he right now he is pursuing both together. Okay, where he see that America is not giving focus on him, then vocal for local, vocal for local. Right now he was in somewhere in BSNL. BSNL had launched 4G services. Okay, BSNL had launched 4G services 1 year back only. And BSNL is a department which is sucking blood of India. If people remember 5 years back or 4 year back or 3 year back, Indian Home Minister he has declared 1,25,000 crore rupees aid to BSNL. This much money it is eating from India, and there is no customer of BSNL potential. Okay, anyway, so vocal for under vocal for the local, take 4G connection from the BSNL. Geo is also vocal for local only. This is one side. Okay, vocal for local, so that people would purchase more and government would earn. Second earning point is United States, vocal for America. I mean indirectly. Now he is heading toward the American president again. Whenever Indian Prime Minister is heading toward America, what is side effect happens? Whenever Indian Prime Minister is saying vocal for local, vocal for local, vocal for local, then equity market falls because equity market is at, I believe, is at around 80,000 point. The kind of Nifty, not Nifty, the BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, 80,000 point. When Prime Minister came to the power, at that time I believe it was not even 25,000 points. More and more you run towards America. America investment happens India more and more. European Union investment happens India more and more. More and more BSE Sensex rises. 1,000 point BSE Sensex rises, then 3 to 4 lakhs rupees it gains. Means right now 80,000 is the BSE stock exchange. Means in equity market the net hold is more than 30, around 30 to 320 lakhs crore rupees. So more or more you go towards European Union and America, your equity market will grow. Okay, since the America has put 50% tariff on India, and since Indian Prime Minister is talking about vocal for local, equity market is falling. Today also it fell little bit. Anyway, but whenever Indian Prime Minister talk about vocal for local, its rupees gain the strength. Okay, now when he has moved his head toward America again today, now rupee is falling again. Now today rupee is 88 rupees 87 paise against $1. This is a maximum in the history of India, means since Ram and Krishna. Since then, the rupee is the lowest now, 88 rupees 87 paise. Okay. Anyway, Indian Prime Minister is now he is in dire need to go to America now. When the Pakistani Prime Minister and everyone they had closed room talk with American President for the trade between Pakistan and America. That is $7 billion. They are targeting for $10 billion. For $3 billion delta, now has closed room. Now when India has $385 billion, $385 billion as services export and $140 billion as goods export, then there is no invitation to Indian Prime Minister. and this invitation is required. Otherwise, day by day, this engagement between India and United States will go down day by day. So that political engagement of Indian Prime Minister and United States President is required as far as keeping the relationship up to a level that is required. And for requirement, daily basis, Indian Prime Minister is now, he's doing something. So Donald Trump should not forget him. But Donald Trump deliberately is sidelining India. Can someone believe that? Donald Trump is meeting with in Pakistani army chief. When Indian foreign minister was there, he did not bother to have a one-line talk with him in the General Assembly session also in New York, United Nations office. There Donald Trump would have talked to Indian foreign minister. That's why he was there. But he did not bother to have a chat with him. We cannot expect inviting him to the White House. But to the White House, the person who was invited was Pakistani army chief. Okay. Now anyway, now situation is what Indian Prime Minister and where India is going now. Okay, India is going in a correct direction. That is for sure. Okay, American investment in India would go low day by day if this kind of estrangement means the way they are going apart. Means India is not going apart. The way Donald Trump is sidelining Indian Prime Minister, because if American company has to exist in India, they need moral boost up that is required. So moral boost up would go away. This will not only hamper American investment in India, this will hamper Indian people living abroad, especially in United States. They will be discouraged. They will be demotivated to stay in America. They also need boost up now. If 70% of the H1B visa is being used by Indians, because Indian Prime Minister every year he is going to America. One, this boosts Indian people to stay in United States. So this kind of mela, the fair that India, Manmohan Singh had started, that America first or something like that from Indian side. So it will go down day by day. For that it is required. But the way it will go down day by day, Indian market will come up day by day. So rupees will get stronger in front of dollar when Indian market will come up day by day. When Indian market will come up day by day, Indian products will not be famous only in India. Slowly, the foreigners who are coming to India, they will go to the market and they will see Indian product and they will like it. They will take to their own country and people out there, they will see it and slowly they will demand it. They will force their government to import those materials. Now, if any other government, if under the people's pressure, if they are importing Indian product into their country, then they have to pay in rupees only. If India is making a very good any product, very good product, means there are products from India that is very good and foreigners are liking it, and that foreign country people are forcibly they are asking their president or prime minister to import those products, then they will purchase in rupees only, and day by day, rupees power will go up. The power of dollar is high because of their export only. Now, when Indian product will be liked all around, first Indian product has to come to the Indian market. That is real. Where they are completely suppressed by the foreign product. Okay, so more Donald Trump sideline, ignore Indian Prime Minister, more there is a chance that Indian product would come up. And then people who are coming to India, they will take this product to their country and their country will start importing it because people would be habituated, they will like it. And then they will try to amass the Indian rupee because they have to purchase in Indian rupee only. Then they will make Indian tourists visa free entry so that Indian tourists will go there and they will dump Indian rupee out there so that they will have Indian rupee to buy Indian product from India. Okay, I believe it is all right. Means the power of Indian passport will go up day by day because many countries will say free visa, free no visa, free visa, no visa required, free visa entry for Indian people. So that Indian people will come and they will spend money in rupee, they will gather the rupee and they will buy product from India. Means only good thing is awaiting if India United States relationship will go down day by day. Okay. Now we have kind of two scenario here. One scenario is Indian product will come out, but it will take little time. And second is whatever India has right now, as far as American product, American business, American setup is concerned, trade setup is concerned, that will go down. Okay, now Indian Prime Minister has to think that how this transition will happen, because this transition has to happen from from foreign product to Indian product. He wants, if he wants, either he wants or he forcibly he wants, but this has to happen. This has to happen. Indian people cannot live with this much low dignity forever. With Indian rupee 88 rupee 87 paise against $1, this cannot continue forever. Since 1947, it is continuing only. It is continuing only. For past 70-75 years, it is continuing only. This has to stop. So thanks to Mr. Donald Trump, when he is ignoring Indian Prime Minister, it is required from Indian point of view.